All right. So for the people that's watching this live, and for the people that's gonna be watching this video that's about to be made, the topic of this series is gonna be conversations with a king. And with this series that I'm gonna have on not only Facebook but also on YouTube, I'm gonna be inviting young brothers to just have a conversation with me about certain things that's surrounding around the dating realm, and just whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're married, divorced, we're gonna have a conversation about certain topics that are important to be had, because it's not too often that the male's perspective is heard. And today I have with me a young man by the name of Harold Watson, and
Hmm.
we just gonna have a conversation that I want y'all to be a part of. And halfway through the video, I'm gonna cancel the live, and I'm gonna continue and focus on the call that I'm having with him. And if you would just go to the YouTube link that I shared on the post, and we can just get it rolling, and we can get the rest of the conversation going. So, Harold, tell me a little bit about you. Tell me what you do, full time, and we'll jump right into the three main questions that I sent you.
Okay. Well, as you said, I'm Harold Watson. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Entrepreneur, trainer, business owner. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the past 4 years. I started in May of 2016 and then dove off the porch completely. Then I've been training though full time since then too. I have other adventures too. I write music. I executive produce music also. I work with a team called This Is the Sound. Yeah, pretty sure you heard of them. If you listen to music, you've heard something that the team has been on. But I'm gonna just get the social medias out there, especially for my business. Follow my Instagram for my training page, which is trap training underscore TRVP TRAINING underscore. And if you decide to follow my personal page after that, that's on you. But this ain't, I ain't, this ain't for that,
All right.
for real. So, but yeah, that's me, man. That's me. That's a surface of me.
Okay. Cool. 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 So that's good. I appreciate you again for just having this conversation.
Hold on, bro.
Go
I got to, bro.
ahead.
Uh, TSU grad, HBCU grad,
I heard that.
we gotta flex that a little bit,
Yeah,
but
HBCU in the house. Yeah. Mhm.
for sure. But yeah, no doubt, man. Go
All
ahead,
right,
bro.
cool. Cool. Say less, again, thank you for, having this conversation with me, because it's not too often that, brothers are allowed to express our mindset and how we see things and whatnot. So this
Hey,
gonna be real good. Um, since I got my phone recording, I'm gonna give you the honor to just kind of review that first question that I had sent you in text, and then
mhm.
just expound on it if you will.
You want me to read it back to him and
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
okay.
That'll be
So the question is, I would love to understand why it's so hard for men to communicate and express themselves when it comes to their feelings. Why do they let their egos get in their way? Um, uh, again, I always tell people when I'm in a situation like this, I can only speak from my perspective
hmm
and experience, whether it's from me reading something and obtaining knowledge from it and being willing to adjust my ways from it, or actually experiencing and going through something. So, um, why men or myself, why I have in the past is because the conversation never goes well. It's hard to tell a woman how you feeling without them because it's a problem that you have 9 times out of 10 with the way they're either handling you, treating you, or something that's going on in the relationship. And it never gets past the point of like, this is how I feel about this situation. All I hear most of the time is what you telling them you don't like about them. And like in my experience, the conversation just don't go well. It's not ego for real. It's just I'm not finna argue with you about how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
9 times out of 10, when we come to, and it's just, it ends up not being worth it for real. I'd rather just deal with it and decide if this is a deal breaker for me at this point. And sometimes it's just like, but Yeah, it's just I'm gonna deal with it. I don't necessarily suffer in silence no more though. I'm putting it out there right now because I feel like I've earned that shit. Just to be plain, like I've earned the right to be able to tell you, you ain't gonna handle me this type of way. You ain't gonna do that with me. I'm sorry, or what you used to, or what you thought was okay, but you know what I'm saying, it's not okay here. We don't do that here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
so
Yeah.
I don't think it's ego. I don't think it's pride. I think it's that one, guys are raised a lot of times that showing how you feel and emotion is weak, when in reality, running from your feelings or anything period in life is weak. Like so, face them feelings, face you know what I'm saying, them emotions, whatever. Speak on that shit.
Right. Right.
Um,
And if I may
Go
just
ahead.
and add to what you said, uh, you're not just gonna handle me any kind of way. And I think that sometimes that, there's an expression that said, amongst our women that, if we can't take the same stuff that they dish out to us, that we dish out to them, we can't take the same.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that's absolutely correct. But I also want to add that the reason to why I think that is because when you get to a certain point in your life, and I'm not talking about, the F boys and like I'm talking about like just men of substance. When you get to a certain level in your life, in my opinion, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like you shouldn't have to say certain things. You shouldn't have to, you know, tell somebody to not cross you. You shouldn't have to tell somebody, hey, I don't like to be handled this way. And when someone basically has you messed up and crosses their line, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the point of me expressing myself? You've already showed your AWS anyway.
Yeah.
You've shown me through your actions that you can't, you're not fit for the journey that I'm about to embark on. You're not fit for my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You showing your rear end, and it's just like, why would I bother, trying to get you back on track when you showed your hand? You played your joke. Now I got to play
Mm-hmm.
mine. You caused me to play my card, and I think back to that question that was asked, why is it that sometimes we let our ego get to us and whatnot? I'm like, women have their emotions and men, we have our egos. I think that, you can sometimes you can take the ego can be a bad thing, and sometimes, the emotions can cause somebody to act out of character and do things they shouldn't do. Oh well, I just acted off of impulse. Well, acting off of impulse can get you killed. We back
Right.
if a guy in the
That's
hood,
irresponsible.
yeah, you got to take
Man.
responsibility for self. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, us men, we just have we go with what we feel, what we know. We men of logic at the end of the day. If it don't make sense, we're gonna check in and let it be known, like, hey, this don't sit well with where I'm going. This don't sit well with the type of man that I am, and we're gonna let you know. Let's just jump right into that second question, man. What, if you don't mind, just read that second
Yeah.
question and we'll expound on it.
Two is, why do you let society decide what a man is for you or your peers? Why don't you abandon the fears, ego? Um, I let that go a long time ago. I can speak for like a person in that place, because I've been there, but that ain't me now. Like it's almost like you're conditioned away.
Yeah,
Depending on where you're from and how you're brought up, is like your upbringing is conditioning in a sense. Like
yeah,
it conditions your behavior. It teaches you what love is, what loyalty is, how you know what I'm saying, what family means. So I I I think that it's because like you're conditioned that way, and it's not until you separate from that and almost like for me it was going to college. Like it opened my eyes up to so many like different perspectives, so many different people, because
right,
when you from a small town like where I'm from, that's country and ratchet, like it's just like everybody, like you don't, if you don't leave there, you don't see anything, you don't, a lot of times you don't really want anything.
yeah,
So I think that's why like people let, but when you start to see other stuff, when you start to get good like male figures in your life that'll give you a book for real, that'll like open your eyes to like and unless you like just super stubborn, like I do act like that, I do need to check myself on that. Like I can hold loyalty and love to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? So or your peers, why don't you abandon the fears? Man, I don't think it's fear. Like I said, I think it's just like that's what you go with, you know.
You go
That's
with
just
yep.
that's just what it is. And if you condition that way, like, or you weren't told that you could do anything, and like stuff like that matters, dog. Like I don't care what nobody say. Having people believing and pushing behind you, like telling you, like even sometimes they might be like, oh, like I wasn't saying you can go that far. You know what I'm saying? Or you might start, your vision might start to become so big that it'll scare them too. Like, oh, you tripping? Like I said,
Right.
dude, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's fear, ego. I think, like I said, it's conditioning, bro.
I want to definitely touch base on that. You know, why do we let society, you know, shape how we? Could you reread it one more time? I think I got it. But how does
Yeah,
society what shape how
yeah.
we?
Why do you let society decide what a man is for you or your
Okay.
peers? Why don't you abandon the fear's ego?
Okay. So I'm gonna just change this camera back to me real quick, and I'm gonna put this down and just have a conversation. So like, we live in a day and age where everybody got the phone in their hand. You know, everybody got
Mm-hmm.
social media. We got these things called memes, little subliminal messages that I put out there. And in case anyone, just for the record, we love black women. This whole, you know, series is to share
Yeah,
perspective. We love black women. My mama's a black
yeah.
woman. You know what I'm saying? Like black,
I don't
black,
want
black,
none
black,
but
black
it,
all
but
day long.
black. I don't want,
You
hey,
know,
black, blackity
but
black. Yeah,
I was gonna say
for
that
sure.
you know, in this day and age, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we see so many subliminals saying, well, you know, about when we want a man that look like this, want a man. Everybody got a preference. I respect that. But when you
Mm-hmm.
grow up and you see the people that you're attracted to flock to a certain type of a guy, or if you see the women that you're attracted to tolerate certain types of treatment and behavior,
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking for myself. I started to think that I had to emulate the way that these guys were living in order to attract that which I was attracted to. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, okay, well, my mama didn't raise me this way. You understand what I'm saying? But if they liking these street guys, maybe I'm not street enough. Maybe I'm not hood enough. And these are things that goes
You
through the
feel me,
male
bro? Oh,
mindset
they got.
sometimes. And I know I'm not the only one. Excuse me. Um, and then growing up when I went to college, you know, I remember watching House Party. I don't know which one it was, but Bernie Mac, rest in peace, said, you know, boy, just be yourself. If people don't like it when you're being yourself, you know, just F. And I held on to that, and I started to really just like fall into who I was as a man. And I went forward through life with that. Like, I am enough. And I just got that tattoo recently. Like, I am enough. And I had to remind myself that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not a fit for you, that's okay. If I'm not a fit for you, that's okay. But when you see so many different subliminals and memes and stuff out there where it's like, you know, you're not a man if you ain't paying all the bills. You're not a man if you're not, you know, riding in the nicest car. You're not a man if you're not, you know, in the biggest house. You're not a man if you ain't doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G for a woman.
Yeah.
You start to question whether or not, man, am I really like the man that I'm supposed to be? Like, am I really on track? Am I qualified to attract that which I'm attracted to? You know what I'm saying? And that's something that used to go through my mind all the time. And I can only imagine as social media starts to become even more prevalent in the younger generations to come up, because we
Man.
grew up, we were already kind of grown when social media came out. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of already had an idea of self. But now it's crucial to have these conversations, because it's like what the people that we're attracted to, men, you know, women, when we see what the
Mm-hmm.
other sex post and put out there as far as what they're looking for, naturally the opposite sex is going to emulate that to a certain degree, whether it's the mindset, whether it's materialistic things, whether it's, you know, whatever the case may be. If I see a
Mm-hmm.
woman, I'm attracted to her, and I see her say something along the lines of she like it when a guy's romantic or blase blase, I'm gonna, you know, go to Pinterest and put an idea together and take her out and show her that, hey, I'm paying attention. But I think that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, when it comes to us, especially as black men, like, especially when you don't have a male role model in the house, we could talk about that. When you don't have that in the house,
Man.
you
Mm-hmm.
really just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You really just don't know how you should be. You don't know how to not be passive aggressive. All you know is that you're just trying not to pop out. You know what I'm saying? You just not trying to pop off because there's a lot of stuff to make you mad. You know, it's a lot to talk about with that one. That's definitely a
Yeah,
loaded question.
that
Go ahead.
I think that, man, with that whole attracting what you're attracted to, and looking like kind of evaluating yourself based on that, it's just like when you flip your image to that, you also gonna subject yourself to the drama and
Yep.
bull that come with like
Yep.
that image and that side of things, man. And like I'm happy to like wholeheartedly happy to hear you say that, like, man, that ain't where your head's, because none of that is like is what values a man. And you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's integrity, is what's your word, you know what I'm saying? It's like
What's in your
how
heart?
what you know what I'm saying? Like how are you using your gifts to the world? You know what I'm saying? It's way deeper than how this image I'm about to put out for social media. How, if I didn't have a business, I probably wouldn't have number Facebook to keep up with my family. Like
Mm-hmm.
social media is draining sometimes. Like it's the ultimate place to compare your life to somebody else's,
Talk about it.
and it's cliche as hell, but comparison is definitely a cold ass thief of joy. Like it's gonna run
Mm-hmm.
off with your shit and you ain't even know it. Like
Yeah.
quick, like stop, like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy into it though. Like
Yeah.
you gotta be set on who you are, and it's cold that, and it sucks that the younger generation are for real having like finding themselves on social media. Like people just trying to go viral, people just trying to do anything to be seen and
Yeah.
seeking attention. Like that shit,
Yeah.
it's dangerous,
It really
man.
is. It really is.
It's dangerous, dog.
It really is. And I'm like,
Mm.
the older I get, and just looking back and reflecting, I realize that you know, it's important to know who you are, like you kind of mentioned earlier, and don't try to, perpetuate yourself to be or attract anything just to say you got it. You know what I'm saying? Be
Yeah,
yourself. Be
women
your best self, and all of it's
women don't. Go
Mhm.
ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead. You got it. You got it.
Women gonna handle different men differently. Like that
Yeah.
same woman will be a completely different woman for another guy. Like,
Mm.
and people don't get that. So like, and you'll never know who that same woman would have been for you if all you giving is like an
So,
image. Like you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like if that's all you doing, like you'll never ever know. Like so
Yeah.
you gonna get this. Like you got to give it to them raw. Like,
Be
and
you.
that's what they want. That's what they
Yeah.
want. For
Just be
real,
yourself.
like,
Just be yourself. Yeah.
like,
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. But like, and look, what I'm gonna do is, before we get into this third question, I'm gonna let you go ahead and read it real quick.
mm,
Yeah, that third question
like,
on me.
what characteristics /
Yeah.
qualities in a woman make you willing to commit?
Now,
So
before
I'm
we
gonna
get
read it
into that,
again.
yeah, okay, go ahead. You can read it one more time for the people. Read it one more time.
What characteristics or qualities in a woman make you willing to commit?
All right. Now, before we unpack that one, I'm gonna go ahead and
Mm,
stop this live. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my link to my YouTube channel, and I want y'all to tune in so y'all can hear the rest of this conversation we're gonna have. But I appreciate all 29, 30, 40 y'all that tuned in, and we're gonna keep the conversations going. Conversations with a King on my YouTube channel for the love of V. I'm out. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and talk about this. So like, what qualities for you personally do you look for when it comes to, qualifying somebody
mm,
to qualifying somebody to give them everything that you got to offer: benefits, consistency, intimacy, romance, all
mm.
of the good stuff that the women want and need. What qualifies a woman to your
Man,
stuff?
I'm gonna try to hit all of them and not
Yeah.
forget nothing. If I forget something, remind me.
All right.
Man, first in the dating phase, like, it's undefeated that at some point a woman is going to assume something and something's going to be wrong. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so can you apologize? Like, women don't like to apologize.
Apologize.
Like, and once I know a woman can apologize and change her behavior, like that for real,
Speaks
our
volume.
top will open. Like it will
Woo!
open it'll open it'll open a floodgate like off top.
Yeah.
And I'll say that what else? Man, as far as communicating, be willing to take information sometimes without like I said earlier a little bit, as far as if I'm telling you how I feel about something, not
Right.
personalizing it and putting your feelings about what I said before the fact that I'm telling you how I feel about something.
Right.
What else? I don't have a physical type. I got a
Mm-hmm.
vibe type.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I've dated short women, tall women, light women, dark women, brown women.
Yeah.
All black women though.
Yeah. Black.
uh,
Yeah.
I don't really have a. I used to always say like, cause I'm so legacy conscious sometimes that I think about like my kids sometimes as almost investments, and I ain't even got one.
Yeah.
I don't have no kids yet, so I be like, I wanted my wife and my child's mom to be like tall, so that it'll give like. I mean, I'm 6'3", but shit, I want double the trouble.
Yeah.
So it was just like at first, I didn't want a short woman at all, but things change. Things change for real. But so I don't have but my vibe is like, I don't even know how to put it in words, like, but it's a vibe, like,
Right. Yeah.
and I gotta be able to like feel like I can be like naked around you, and I don't mean like clothes. Like I gotta feel like I can chill, relax, like I'm comfortable, like when you understand, like I ain't always in this little playful ass chill mode, like you understand that like I'm gonna help you carry your load too. The big part of things is like women who willing to like that partner role. Like a lot of women want to be your girlfriend and shit, but really they just want to be with somebody and go on some dates and go on some trips.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and like they don't be wanting the communication and the real that come with being in a relationship.
Yeah. That's real. That's real.
What is that? What I'm missing? I don't really just. It's
It's
hard.
whatever comes on the dome, whatever's on the dome.
But yeah, I wish I could put like the vibe of a woman into words more, but I like radiant women. I like
Radiant.
women who walk into a room. I'm just talking about energy. Like
Yeah, energy.
you feel them. Like they ain't gotta be the one talking all the time. They ain't gotta be the one like trying to be seen because you feel them. But when they speak, everybody listen. They respect it. You know what I'm saying? People hold them to a different standard. Like if that like I like them. I like powerful women. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like scary women. I don't like nobody scary, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that.
But
I feel that.
I definitely I like women who are like risk takers. I like I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's it. Hey, that's it right there. I like that. It's raw. But you know, the main
yeah.
thing I want to point out is like that first one was key. The first one, a woman that knows how to apologize. Like probably people watching that will see this probably before you answer the question, probably think, well, he want this big, you know, this, that, and the woo. The main thing, the first thing he said was a woman to know how to apologize. And knowing how to apologize, I might add, is you have to know that you're not always right. You have to have that humility to, first off, as a woman especially, you know, let those words come out of your mouth and just be like, look, I'm sorry, my bad. And be sincere about it. Not just, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. No, you just saying that because you want to get even done talking. But like, to actually be like, you know, I'm sorry, that is attractive and that sets you apart from everybody else. I just want that to be known. And again, this video and, you know, these conversations to share insight is not to attack, it's to shed light, you know, and like I say in the book of Proverbs, iron sharpens iron. So that's what these conversations are for, to help shed light on how we feel and how we think. That way we can coexist just that much better. I'll answer the question real briefly. Uh, you know, what are some things that I look for personally? Like you said, that energy, like when you walk into a room and people feel that energy, definitely looking for that for sure. Light, attracts light, you know what I'm saying? And in my singleness, I'm trying to just add more value to me so that you can't pour from an empty cup. So I'm filling myself up first, you know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely a woman that knows how to apologize. Definitely a woman that's family oriented, likes to kick it. I love to kick it, go out and do this and that. But I know how to sit my tail down too. A woman that knows, when to just sit down, and literally and figuratively. Like it's okay to want to do a lot, but sometimes you got to take a pause, sit back. You might not. I know you want them to say this Benz for baby, just because we got this tax money. Let's handle this business first, and then we'll get to that later. That's gonna come with time. But like just having business sense, a sense of purpose, sense of self, not selfish all the time, and is receptive to just, receptive to what am I trying to say? Constructive criticism. Like you're not always right. That's what I'm getting at. Like just she's open to, my perspective when it comes to certain things and certain matters. I'm not always right all the time. But with that being said, you're not always right all the time. So like if I open my mouth and bring something to you and be like, hey, I don't like this, or, I think you could have did this a little better. Don't be quick to just be like, shut it down. Like take notes, because I'm taking notes from you because I know I ain't always right. But those are some of the things that I look for sure. And, I think it's important, like I said again, to have these conversations continuously, to just share insight to how we think and how we move and how we groove. Because, we love our Black women, and it's unfortunate that a lot of us, Black men and Black women, have not had father figures in the house. Whether we have positive role models on the outside or not, those intimate conversations are crucial. These conversations are things I'm going to have with my daughter, and that other fathers out there, I'm sure, will have with their daughters as well, on how men really and truly think and operate. Like men, not boys, but like men. Men, we aspire to be great. I'm trying to be a better me tomorrow than I was today, as I would hope you and all my other brothers would hope to do. So, I feel like this was a good conversation, Harold. I think we should definitely do another one for sure. Just share more insight.
Man, I'm all game, bro.
Yeah.
I wish it was if you had a good level-headed queen, you knew you could put on here too.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's a good idea. Yeah, that
man.
way it can be back
I would
and
love
forth.
that. I would love that.
That's a good idea.
Whether you let me be a part of it or I watch it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love that though.
That's good. We need that. I think that way we got somebody live and a live representative, from the female side of the house, so they can, ask us questions as we go and just share light. It might be it's two sides to every story. Somewhere in the middle lies the truth. So it's like, I think that'd be a good idea. We'll definitely do that on part 2. So look, I'm just gonna go ahead and thank everybody for watching this video again, and tune in to the next for sure.